Okay. We are back, and the next character that we are going to delve into is Malia Skinner. She is the baby sister of Addisyn Skinner, and she is the sister that is basically looked at as the most beautiful of the Skinner sisters. A lot more people seem to love her more than Addisyn. I mean, obviously we know why,
Yep.
but in terms of appearance, yeah, I mean, I guess shit, Malia kind of steals that too. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys can say they're kind of equal in WWE 2K22 if you want to. I guess I don't know, but like I said, it don't make no difference to me because I made them both in a particular way. So people can be like, wait a minute, Addisyn's not attractive, or Malia's super attractive and shit like that. And I promise y'all, again, it doesn't bother me because I made them like that. So anyway, let me go ahead and delve into Malia so we won't try to make her part super goddamn long. So anyway, inspiration. As I said with Addisyn, the reason Malia came about is because I wanted to form another team because I already pretty much had Eva's team down. Eva, her sister Callie, Azriel, who else? Breezey, Kimberly,
Azai.
and
Did you have Azai too?
yeah, Azai. Almost forgot about her. Oh my god, bro, that's crazy. So yeah, I wanted to like, because I had already had the problematic divas down, which by the way, they weren't always named the problematic divas. It's when I actually started adding men to the group is why I had to change it to the problematic divas, because they used to be the Pink Panther divas. Again, like I said before, I'm very terrible with names, so don't ask me why the fuck. That was like the first thing I thought of for a group name, but it is what it is. Like I said, I was just getting started, so don't fucking come for me. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I was like, okay, you know what? It'd be cool if I gave Addisyn a sister. But I didn't want to make Malia super, not super, okay? I didn't want to make her like villainous, like, period. I just wanted her to be like a kind soul, like Callie is. She's kind, she's beautiful, and you know, she just have a different way of like
Expressing and going about certain situations.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, so I just wanted somebody different. So she was a good fit for the DPDs, and how much she may annoy Addisyn and what kind of scenes and shit that would make, you know, in like future episodes after I started making Fight to the Top in 2011. So yeah. If I didn't tell you guys, Addisyn and Malia are both Afro-Bohemian because I've had multiple people. Oh my god, that's so fucking rude.
At 12 o'clock.
Yeah, man, you gotta
midnight,
be fucking kidding me.
they need to get tossed.
But damn, what the fuck was I just saying? See what I mean? That's
Afro-Bohemian.
so fucking rude. Okay.
About their ethnicity.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, the ethnicity, bruh. See what I mean? Get on my damn nerves. So yeah, basically their ethnicity, they're Afro-Bohemian. And the reason I'm saying this is because like I've had so many people that come to my videos and claim that Addisyn or Malia were white and shit like that, just because Malia got green eyes and because Addisyn has blue eyes and shit like that. And I'm like, if you're saying that, then that means you don't fucking know me, because you know I don't make just like one type of black person. Like I make you know, multiracials and all types of black people, and everybody that knows me knows, or if you don't know now, you know now, that I legit only have 2 Caucasian characters on my roster. Like, not even trying to be funny, but my whole thought process behind the reason why I did that is because when I used to watch WWE back then, you know, as a kid, I will always notice that, you know, they always had a lot of white people on screen, and, you know, they didn't have like an extensive amount of like black characters or Asian characters like they do now. But back then it was like very scarce. Scarce. So I was like, that's basically like why I have a roster full of black characters, because like, again, WWE had basically what they didn't have what I wanted to see, at least much of it. So that's why my roster is the way it is. Okay.
And also, let me interject real quick. Also,
yeah.
that during the time, it was a lot of stereotypes back then as well.
Yep.
So that's another reason why my fiance had the urge to make more black characters or predominantly black roster of black CAWS for the simple fact that they all come from different walks of life. They don't have to be stereotyped or anything like that, just to be seen, appreciated, or anything like that.
Bingo. Hit the nail on the coffin. So yeah, I mean, yeah. I just wanted to throw that in there really quick because, you know, again, I don't want anybody to come on here and assume just because they look the way they look that they're fucking white. They're not fucking white, okay? And when I make white characters, you'll know that the characters are white because, like, I mean, I don't know, like, you can just look at them and see they're white, you know, because, like, they got specific features, obviously, if it ain't obvious, if it's not going to be obvious to y'all. But, yeah, so, I mean, how did I name Malia? Okay, I gotta go all the way back to 2011 and remember that shit because I truthfully do not fucking remember like what made me come up with the name Malia. Okay, you know what? Okay, never mind. So, if y'all don't know, I love me some Malia. I'm pretty sure like I'm not the only one, obviously. So basically I just like start throwing random names in front of Aaliyah, and like I said, like I have a tendency of doing that. That's how I come up with a lot of the names for my characters, a lot of the weird names, the interesting names, and the what the hell kind of name is that for my characters, because like I just be throwing that shit out there, like Sugarcane Ray. Like who's gonna have to think of a name like that? Nobody but me. But yeah, so like I threw that M up in there, and then I just said Malia, and I was like, wait a minute, that's fucking cute. So you know what? I'm gonna rock with that. And boom, that's how she became Malia Skinner. So how did I come up with the attire idea for 2K22? And what inspired me to come up with the idea? To be honest, there was no inspirations behind this attire. Like I just kind of just free flowed that shit. Like I said before, I didn't really have any ideas jotted down for any of my starter characters. Starter characters meaning Addisyn, Eva, Malia, Callie, and shit like that. I didn't really have any ideas for her, and I just kind of free flowed, and whatever, you know, decided to look good when I was making it on my editor, my picture editor, then that's what I was gonna rock with. And I'm thankful that it actually came out looking good in the game, because I really and truthfully did not want to go back and have to re-edit, anything, because bitch, it took me several hours to make that motherfucking attire. And like I did not want to I really did not want to go back and re-edit it, man, because like I said, I was just kind of in a hurry just to kind of get them with some fucking looks and trying to get everything right. And then I had to already do a whole lot of re-editing with their face textures and their body textures, because like I don't know if y'all know this, but like I picked up on this like every goddamn year. Just because your texture worked in maybe WWE 2K19 or WWE 2K20 doesn't mean it's always gonna work nicely in the next new game. And that's basically been a thing since even Ukes and DQ had the title under their they had the license, excuse me. So like I kind of just got used to that, so that's why I was already adjusting and preparing myself, because I didn't want the smoke. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let my fiance talk now, because I've talked long enough.
All right, so about Malia, if y'all paid attention, she is the she was the rabbit when she was introducing everything like that. If y'all watched the anniversary and everything like that, you see she go from being an innocent bunny into now being a vixen. And let me rewind real quick before I get into that. She is the counterbalance to Addisyn as far as being the voice of reason, the sweet one, the one that tried to make Addisyn think instead of going off of her being a hothead and being so headstrong.
Yep.
And so Malia is the fifth of that, even though she does get pushed to the side by her sister, but she does have a lot of good qualities qualities that bring to her sister and the team, but Addisyn doesn't realize that yet. But also, you get a glimpse at Addisyn does get protective of her sister if you watch the anniversary episode. So please do watch that because I'm definitely gonna probably say some spoilers. If you haven't watched it, definitely do pause this right now. But so Wyatt got the draws. I'll say that. So
he hit that like he had that thing screaming. Okay, he popped the cherry.
And so
his little nerdy ass.
Yeah. So but Malia, she wanted to be validated. She wanted to feel that she's good enough. So she had insecurities too, and that was based up on being under Addisyn and just not being heard. So she never felt validated, and when she did, she felt betrayed, not just by her sister, but also by the person that she thought cared about her.
Yep.
So Addisyn now not Addisyn. Malia now went from a delicate flower now to a rose, and a rose have thorns, so now she got some spice to it.
Which, let me interfere real quick. So like if y'all watch the newest video on my WWE2K22 with Wyatt and Malia, first of all, that's the reason why I put them together. Second of all, when I do showcases. Second of all, if you watch the very ending of that video, not the very ending, but like near the ending, you'll see like I implemented a part where it's like Malia, she's doing her little seductive dance, and then you'll see like the flower in the video, and it's like slowly opening, like she's finally like becoming what she truly wants. Like she truly wants to become. Like she's being seen, and she's like loving herself, and stuff like that. But go ahead.
And so now that she's getting over hurt from being betrayed by Wyatt, she now sees a new purpose within herself. So now she's going to be a little bit more assertive. She's going to have more confidence in herself, because beforehand she didn't, like I said, she didn't have a voice as far as speaking up for herself, but she did speak up for when it was right or wrong. But like I said, they always shut her down. They always shut her up.
Yep.
But you see more of her confidence. You see more of her flair and everything like that. And I would say she became a rose from out of that flower.
Yep. Yeah.
What else more I can say about Malia? Like I said, you'll see more. You see more of her becoming to who she is. Her confidence is actually going to be a step up. Everything's going to be upgraded from Malia.
Yep.
So you're not going to just see her just be timid, quiet, reserved in the background as you usually do.
Yep.
So be prepared for that, because you don't know exactly which way it's going to go. But she's still sweet, but she's going to carry herself differently.
Yep.
Now that she has felt what it like to really be a woman, even though she felt like a woman with the wrong person.
Yep.
So you see fractures. You see fractures within Malia as she glow up.
Yep.
So be prepared for that.
Okay. And also, before I end this video, I want to throw in the fact that if you guys have paid attention to all of my showcases throughout the years, you'll notice that a lot of my characters and their looks change over time. Like with Asa, you'll see him come from like 2011 being this bubbly, happy, love to dance, etc. type character to what he is now. And that's basically based off of everything that has happened in Fight to the Top. So just in case anybody's wondering, I don't just change my characters from like a fucking nerdy look to sexy or something just because. I do it because of the events and everything everything that transpired within Fight to the Top in that universe. So that's the reason why everybody has the looks that they have, because of everything that happened. So
everybody's lit like an onion.
yeah, pretty much. So with that being said, let me go ahead and cut this video off. This part off, not this video off, but this portion off, so we can move on to the next character. All right. We are back with our next character, my top character, my favorite character, my first YouTube character, Eva the motherfucking Problem, formerly known as Eva the Diva. But now, Eva the Problem Jackson, okay, because she's married to her hubby, Michael Jackson. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all know why I decided to put them together, but yeah. But let me go ahead and yeah. So anyway, let's talk about the inspiration behind Eva. Now, to be quite honest, I don't quite remember what inspired me to make Eva because before I actually put Eva on YouTube, and, like when I already had her made, I don't know, bro. Like, I think around that time, like I was really like fiending, not fiending, but I loved looking at women with short hair. I don't know, like during that time period back in 2008 ish, 7 ish, and shit like that. You know, when these games were out, like I love looking at short hair women, and that's like pretty much all about I can say. Like that's it. Like there was like no real big inspiration, and if I had it, you know, I wouldn't remember it because, like I said, it was like so fucking long ago. But I just remember like I love looking at short hair women, and I just love it. And I'm like, that's why I applied it to Eva. You know, when I made her, you know, before I showed her on YouTube, and the skirt, the tight skirt, and I wanted to make her thick, and you know, and I put her in a skirt and I put her in heels, and that was all she wrote. And I gave her the scorpion tattoo, which has basically been her signature since
Her inception.
since her inception. So basically, like that, I mean, I've been making Eva, not including YouTube. I've been making Eva all together to be like, it wouldn't be 13 years, it'd be like 14, 15 years.
Yeah.
I've been making Eva for like 15 fucking years, y'all. Can y'all believe that shit? Like outside now, when we talk about YouTube, it's been 13. It's still a long fucking time.
Yeah.
But you know, that's still a pretty long fucking time. And she was basically like the first like character that I showed off a WWE game. We're not gonna count Day of Reckoning because Day of Reckoning, when I uploaded those clips, it was merely to test out my little easy cap capture card. And I just kind of threw those on the YouTube because I was testing my GameCube, PS2, and shit like that, just to see how the quality would look. And back then, 480p was the shit. Obviously, not anymore now. But and then like the idea just kind of got thrown out there by a sub of mine, a subscriber, and I was like, you know what, I will do that. And so basically Eva was the first one. And let me tell y'all, when I uploaded this bitch on YouTube, which I do not believe the comments are there anymore because I think either YouTube got rid of it when they did all these changes, and I know I deleted some for a fact, but I'm sure YouTube also got rid of some of them comments because I don't see a lot of it anymore. But Eva, she got so much fucking hate, and I just really couldn't understand why. Like, you know, like, because I'm like, you know, when I made her and I uploaded her, I just assumed that's what every creator was doing. Like, white creators making white calls, you know, black creators making black calls because that's what you were. And I'm not saying like, you know, you can't make whoever the fuck you want to make. I'm just saying like, back then I thought like that's what everybody was doing. Like, I wasn't really like looking at anybody's YouTube channels, anybody's WWE YouTube channels, because I was heavy with Saints Row 2, so it was just all Saints Row content, and that I would Google YouTube search to just look at or whatever. So I wasn't really like checking for anybody's WWE content, because like I said, at first the WWE content was just like a side hustle for me. Like, I was just doing it, it was whatever. But Saints Row pretty much still ruled my fucking YouTube channel. But like I said, like, I just thought it was something that everybody was already doing, like making characters of themselves or what they look like or whatever. So I'm like, I'm black, you know, whatever. I don't have short hair, never had short hair. But again, like, I was very obsessed with short hair women, and you know, back in 2008, 7 and shit like that. So, you know, again, like, I just made her because like I'm making myself, you know, putting her in the game. Not myself, but like because of what I am, which is a black woman.
You're extension of yourself.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But like, it was just wow. Those were wild times, bro. Like, people just really like sat there and expected me to make my characters like other people made their characters, which was a bunch of AJ Lee's and Ashley Marcel CAWS and whatnot. And which is funny because that's exactly how I met my best friend. Because like, he literally legit told me like he never seen any CAWS like this, which I'm like, what do you mean? And he was like, he never seen black CAWS on YouTube like this. Like, look just thick and pretty like the way Eva was pretty. So I was like, I was like pretty weirded out because like I said, like back then I thought everybody was fucking doing that. Like, everybody was making characters of what they were, you know, extension of themselves.
Yeah.
But apparently that wasn't the case. Because, like I said, you know, once I actually started looking up WWE content and viewing it, because I wanted to see what, you know, my best friend saw and all the people that were just being so fucking hateful saw. And I was like, oh, now I see why. And then it made it even more evident, you know, when a lot of people will reveal themselves. Well, some people, let me say that, because there was a whole lot of fucking catfishing going on, bro. Like, wow.
Still
that
to
shit
this
was,
day.
I mean, still to this day, but it was rampant as fuck on, back in the day. Like, on YouTube, it was crazy. But, like, when some people would actually show themselves, they would be black people, and I'm like, you know, like, I was weirded out. Like I said, I don't care what kind of character you decide to make for yourself. Like, make what the hell you want to make, but I just know what, you know, I am, and I refuse to make a character, like, especially white, you know, like, and make that be my main character, because it just wouldn't feel right to me personally. Like I said, do what y'all want to do with y'all characters, but that's just personally how, like, how, I want to do it, or how I want to see it, or whatever. But yeah, like, Eva got so much hate, bro. Like, it was crazy. And again, it was like just a confusing fucking error, because like everybody would come at me sideways about why she looked like that, and they was basically saying why she looked like that. Why was she black? Why was she thick? Because that was just like
Taboo to them.
very taboo, like, extremely. Because my best friend even said it. He didn't say why she looked like that. He was just like, I never seen a character this beautiful and look like her, look like Eva. And I was like, yeah. So yeah, those were crazy fucking times, like, being a black creator and then, like, making a black character. And now all of a sudden you have all these people that want to make black characters. And I tell people this till this fucking day. If you're a fucking white person, Hispanic person, or whatever, making black characters, like, please fucking respect that shit. Because, you know, like, some people are just doing it merely to fit in and merely to just, like, do what everybody else is doing. And I hate the fact that some people like to look at us as black people as a fucking trend.
Right,
We're not
and
a fucking,
pandering.
Exactly. We're not a fucking trend to follow, dude. We're fucking human like you. So I want y'all to make this because this is what you feel, you know. This is the type of character you feel, you know. Not because you want to follow what the next bitch is doing, because that don't make no fucking sense to me.
Don't treat it like a novelty.
Yep. So anyway, yeah, I mean, like I said, the inspiration, the background, y'all pretty much already got that. When I created her, I created Eva 2008, 2007, I believe. How I named her, to be quite honest, like, I just said Eva because she looked like an Eva, and she became Eva, and then I call her Eva the Diva, which, you know, people started to assume I named it after the model Eva the Diva, which I was like, no, because, like, I watched America's Next Top Model, but, like, I wasn't a fan of that shit or anything like that, where I would watch every episode, would just be like a spur of the moment, catch it when it was on type shit. So I didn't really, like, catch who she really was and shit like that. So Eva the Diva for me was purely just me thinking of Eva the Diva as a whole, her name. Let me see. Attire, how it fits in with her personality, changes made, blah blah blah. Attire back then, it was just like any old goddamn thing. So to be quite honest, it wasn't like to fit her personality. I just liked the skirt on her and the way it looked, because it was very hard to make a thick, super thick character look thick back in the older games, because they had the white people bodies. I don't want to say it like that, but you know what I mean.
The less voluptuous body.
Yeah, and I know somebody probably gonna get mad at that, but whatever. But the look now, 2K22, even though, like, I was kind of moving fast with everybody's attire, like, Eva, for some odd reason, was kind of, like, somewhat thought out, like, beforehand, you know, before we got all the details with WWE 2K22, so that's why her attire came out relatively good.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why people like it, because, like, I actually, you know, had ideas written down for her, like, way before, we started getting details about WWE 2K22. Like, I always, like, set aside attire ideas, you know, for my characters sometimes, and, you know, just in case, you know, I may struggle with coming up with a look or whatever. But yeah, Eva's goals and aspirations. She just want a happy life. She want a happy life for herself, a happy life for her sister, Callie baby, and just to generally just be without like all the fucking drama, especially the shit that Addison brings around her. And let me tell you, Addison stresses her the fuck out. And, huh? Oh, and peace. Also, just to throw this in there real quick, if anybody's watched Fight to the Top, the reason why I have Addison call Eva old ass bitch and shit like that, or a old bitch, or you getting wrinkles and shit like that, is because if y'all didn't know, I used to make a whole bunch of rant videos and I used to talk about that type of shit, and that's the type of shit people would throw in my direction when they legit had no other things they could say about me, and they basically just try to throw anything in my direction that they felt like would fucking hurt me. But y'all know how that fucking story ended. Them bitches couldn't take brownsugarcandie 2007 to fuck down, because she is still motherfucking here, and it is 20 motherfucking 2, so them bitches couldn't even try. But anyway, I'm still here, bitch. Yeah, because they thought they could take this one down, but hell no, that wasn't gonna fucking happen.
That's a fact, Jack.
That wasn't gonna fucking happen. So y'all can keep trying, y'all can keep doing what y'all want to do, but guess what? I'm still gonna be here, and you bitches are still gonna be here 10 years fucking later, still fucking hating on my shit. So anyway, I think that's about it, from my end, for Eva the Problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on to my fiance, because he also is a fan of Eva. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure he has a lot to say about her too. So go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Where to begin with Eva? Let me see. What I like about Eva. Well, hold up. Let me get the facts out the way before I talk about what I like about her. All right. So the facts about Eva, what a lot of people don't get, is that she's the de facto of the problematic divas.
Yep.
So that's get that out the way. So she's a leader, but also she's very strong-willed, determined.
Yep.
And she does have her goals as far as not just her life and everything like that, but also she want to make sure that her team is successful as well as her.
Yep.
And also she looks out for them. She's strong. She's a ride or die. She would definitely go out of a limb to make sure that that the people that she rock with is straight.
Yep.
She definitely will make sure of that. She's very determined. Like when she found out what happened to her sister after having given birth to her sister, she's ready to get out there and tear some cheeks up.
Oh, hell to the fucking yes,
So,
without a fucking doubt, bro.
So that's the type of person that she is. Those are facts right there that she has. Also, it also shows that she does have a soft side. You can see with her baby, and also with Michael and everything like that.
Her baby
Yeah.
and Michael.
Yeah, so she got a new aspect, a new look on life.
Yep.
Now that she has brought life into the world.
Yep, that's
So-
a very good way to word that.
So she go about things differently. And what I mean by that is when she had one-on-one, heart-to-heart with Callie in the anniversary of Fight to the Top.
Yep.
So definitely, so you see that you see her mindset does change, but also she does still hold on to a rivalry with Addison. That ain't gonna change because Addison won't change and really face her insecurities and her demons that she have.
Exactly.
So she always gotta. So Eva always gotta be strong. She always gotta be prepared for the adversaries that she do have. She's strong-willed. She's strong-minded. She's definitely not weak because they think they can take her down. But she bounced back even harder and stronger. You really can't go wrong with Eva because like I said, she's solid. She's solid. What else can I say about her? She's just one of those that you can motivate a team and she can. And the one thing I do like about Eva on top of that I want to say is her team is still together. Nobody has left her team. She has good leadership.
Yeah, hella leadership. compared
to Addison, they all in disarray and everything like that. Yeah, everybody can come together on even when they're not there. Her essence, her energy is there. Like, hey, let's get together. Let's talk about this and everything like that. Yep. So she's strong. She's there when not even being there. When you go to Addison, they do their own thing. There's no order. When it comes to Eva, her strong leadership, she has order.
Yep.
And even though, like I said, that mofo Maven, we're gonna talk about that later, dude. But
'Cause I ain't show him yet,
Yeah.
so relax.
yeah, even with the whole Maven thing,
Yeah.
they still came together.
Yep.
So, and what I like about her team on top of that leadership, there isn't really anybody that's really bad or have a true negative connotation. That's her leadership that she do have.
Yep.
With Addisyn, totally different. She got some good people and then she got a lot of bad people.
Oh, hell
And then
yeah.
a lot of them they kiss her butt. With Eva, nobody has to kiss her butt because she's fair.
Yep.
And that's also what I love about her. With her being a leader, she's fair, and she had no problem to where if she's not there, like, hey, we need to have a well, let me reverse that. When she was out of commission, we're like, hey, we need to come together. We need to have a tempo leader or something. We can have this situated and everything like this. This is what Eva would like, and I'm pretty sure Eva would respect it because that's more than likely something she would have in mind too if she's out of commission.
Yep, because she want to keep her group as strong as possible, and they got to do what they got to do, And when one person is down, like, we got to keep it moving, we got to keep it strong,
Yeah. So with Eva, when she's not there, you still feel her.
Yep.
That's the thing about Eva. That
Still feel that presence.
Mm-hmm. And that's one of the few things. That's one of the few things I love about Eva is that the presence is there no matter what. The energy is there. The vibe is there. So that's why Eva is also one of my favorites as well, because all those things right there, you can't keep a good one down.
Bingo. She's a very good one, once you actually get behind her character. And luckily, Eva's also a fan favorite too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
that's a good thing. And luckily, people don't just say shit like, she has an attitude and she's this, she's that, she's that. That at least some of y'all actually understand why.
And also, she don't berate her teammates.
Nope. Which I don't think anybody else, picked up on, but it is what it is. So like I said, like we said, just go take the time to go look at some of the Fight to the Top episodes. You don't even have to look at all the seasons. You can just look at selective episodes just to try to understand, a lot of the characters, their personalities, backgrounds, a little bit of their backgrounds, and it'll just make things more interesting when you build yourself and get your own fucking perspective and thoughts and opinions and shit like that. So, with that being said, I believe we've covered my love, Eva the Problem. And we're going to move on to our very last character of this part until I actually show some more characters on fucking YouTube. So yeah, moving on.